This is God's Apostle, Mike at Astro Apostle. Excuse me. And I've been wanting to do this video, and I tell you, I've had a time at trying to do an appropriate video to show what I want to show today. And it's about software. Now, I've been using computers for over 30 years, or 25 years, longer than that. And for the most part, I know I don't use more than 40% of any one app, if I use that much. I never really use all the features or every feature that every app that I access has made available to me. And I think maybe that's, my failure in using software, technical devices. But I know I need to learn. And again, for the beginner who is on a budget, it's good to take advantage of every feature and opportunity that the industry is providing us with regard to being able to use our telescopes, our telescope mounts, our cameras, and any other accessory that we, need or want in order to enhance our visual or imaging sessions. And I happened to stumble up on this particular feature in the Touptek StellaVita app that I hadn't known. Now, I use ZWO ASI Air Plus. I have the Plus and I have the Mini. But I use the Plus more often in my imaging sessions. It makes setup easy. It makes polar alignments easy. It makes capture, DSOs easy. And kind of like the Sea Star or the Dwarf or the Vespra with regard to imaging an object or capturing an object and seeing it on the display. So you have a good idea of what you're capturing, and a simple ability to tweak it with regard to background, focus, or contrast. Those are things that are useful for you coming out with as good an image in the end that you want, even if you're using apps like Photoshop or PixInsight or GIMP or Serial or Graph Expert to finish the processing of your image. So again, with the StellaVita app, I have the menu. So you have the left toolbar, which gives you gain, exposure, start and finish of exposure plate, solving, and allowing you to go to your image file folders. On the right side, on the bottom is for settings. If you go to a particular device, your mount, your main camera, your guide scope, your focuser, whatever, to make changes. And on the left side, you have a toolbar that gives you guiding, or your histogram, crosshairs, star detection. The bottom circle allows you to go to the mount, to display your mount, to do your focus, to do your guiding, calibration, or to go to your atlas. But what I found, I don't know, 3 nights ago, again, I've been trying to do this like forever. I noticed that. Let me see. Let me connect the camera. I don't know if I have to, but I'll do it. And then at the bottom, you can hardly see it. They need to open up this place right here where I can see what's available, because it's, go back, I'm sorry. Sky capture. So this is ordinarily what I use if I was going to capture an object, if I was going to record an object, if I wanted to set a plan and run a plan, capture plan, and then you can hardly tell, but this is live stacking. And I mean, I guess it was always there. I never really paid attention to it, but I started using, and live stacking is like using your C-star. When you move and point to an object in the sky, and it starts enhancing and then starts capturing, you see it after the first image frame or two, you see your object, and it just kind of grows as it's capturing the frames. Now, capture setting is on the right toolbar, and it allows you to set your light frame exposures settings in terms of time and bin. If you have a electronic filter wheel, you can set your filter. Now, the stacking method, when I started, I used duration, and I didn't really see anything. I saw a frame of stars, but I never saw the object, and I'm assuming that at the end of my session, the object, either the galaxy or the nebula, what I was imaging, would appear on the screen. But I never really saw anything. I just saw a field of stars. And I had a problem with the capture in regards to when I go to my file folder, the object that I thought I was capturing, the galaxy that I thought I was capturing, I never captured. I was off frame and just captured a field of stars. So when I ran a YouTube video that Touptek put out, they had the stacking method on count. So I used count. Now, target count is, you can set target count to what you want, 10, 20, 50, or 100. I'm not certain if we can go higher than 100 on the count, but let's see if I can set it to, oh, it says you can go up to 99,999, I guess. With exposure, you can go 10 seconds, 30, 60, 120, or you can set capture to what you want. Okay, you can set capture to what you want. Now you can do your flats, you can do your darks, and you can do your biases from the live stacking setting screen, which is another opportunity. But after I did flats, and for some reason or another, oh, now it responds. But it doesn't let me turn it on. For some reason or another, I got to work on that. But after running my stacking image, this is what I get. Now, of course, this is the stack. I'm not really sure what this is. I think it was 120-second exposures. I think it was at 100, and this is 100. Kind of gone through, and oh, that's light frame. I'm sorry. That's light frames. And this is 100. And this is what the stacking gave me, which before you could go to the fit files, but you'd have to download them, process them before you could get anything. Now this is, as I said, M81 and M82. Now this says unknown, but of course, if you look to the middle of the frame, to the right, you'll see three, it's not stars, 3 moons. There's a 4th moon. This is Jupiter. I can't enlarge it or zoom, but that's what, as I was testing, this is IC 4227, and see, that's frame 50, and I don't know why frame 50 is okay, here you go. IC 4277 is pinwheel, M51. So it does give you live stacking, which I'm sure in the processing algorithm, they're going to have to work on that because on the C-Star, you have the option in order to change background, contrast, lighting, brightness, where there's no opportunity to really change the image. And while it offers plate solving, and if I say frame preview, it'll show you exactly where the object is. And if you wanted to, if you wanted to continue your sessions on the next evening. Now this is that's kind of weird that it took me there, because that's not, again, that's not M51. So it says, now there you go. This is what we want. That if I wanted to shoot another session, oh, now I got an offset. Yeah, if I wanted to shoot another session, I could shoot another session the next evening. Because, all right, if I start early, I may be able to get as many as 7 hours from 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock till 4:15 in the morning. Before your frames just get overexposed. But again, I like that Touptek is doing what they can to add new features to the app. I just wish that they gave you more to the features that they're providing, because it's not finished. The app is not complete with regard to the stacking portion. Now, again, my stars are pretty much sharp. I use the ZWLASI 533MC on a ASCAR. No, on the SV Boni SV555. And for this session, 3.5 hour session, I didn't have problems with my stars. They seem to be pretty much in focus and sharp, even though I'm still having issues with guiding or learning how to set up guiding. Because when I try to do my guiding, sometimes my guiding crashes, and I haven't been able to resolve that. I sent Touptek, I downloaded my logs and sent it to Touptek to kind of tell him, yes, okay, about the issues that I'm having, and maybe they can tell me what I can do. Maybe you have experienced the same kind of crashing on the menu. When I go to the menu, the app crashed on me. When I tried to go to the file folder, when I go to StellaVita, it would crash. Then I'd have to restart. Or if I try to go to my folders, it would crash. I don't know why. I make sure that I performed all the necessary updates, because you got to always check that you're current in your update. I can be in the middle of polar alignment and it's trying to update, and I don't get any indication that it's trying to update. So it's throwing my polar alignment off. And okay, I'll start a image session. I don't know that it's trying to update or download an update. And my first images come out, my stars are streaked, or the image is blurry. My mount starts slewing in the wrong direction. Then I got to go check to see what's going on. I find out, need to do an update. So that's kind of something they really need to give a notification, or they need to stop whatever I'm doing and go to an update screen and ask, do I want to update or do I want to continue to update? Because sometimes, after an update, maybe you need to restart to settle things down. But I really like this feature in StellaVita. Now, the StellaVita that I have currently on my setup is the first astro station. But in the app download, there is no astro station installation anymore. It's all StellaVita installation. And it works fine with the bridge. I have the Wi-Fi dongle connected to it. For those of you who use the dongle and find that you don't have enough USB ports, you can always buy USB hubs, 4 and 6 port hub, and plug into one of the USB ports, because USB allows you, standard was 127 device connection. You could connect up to 127 devices. Now you only have 4 power, DC power outputs on the StellaVita. And if you did use a USB hub, you might have to have an additional power adapter for any other devices that you couldn't plug into one of these outputs. But I seem to be fine on this particular setup because I only have the guide camera. No, I'm sorry. The main camera, the mount, and the focuser. I tried to put a filter wheel on here, and filter wheel, it's kind of, I can have the filter drawer, but I put a filter wheel and it's out of focus. I can't get focus anymore. Or I use a filter and then I'm out of focus. And I don't have any additional adapters except for the camera ring and the 16.5 inch spacer. You know, it's odd. And the filter wheel is not any thicker than the drawer. So I haven't worked that out. But again, for those of you that are using StellaVita as a budget controller, which I think offers a lot for its price. And again, support is doing, I think, good because they're actually working on any issues that it currently has in the app, and they're trying to add on additional features to the app. So again, if you didn't want to be stuck, and I didn't want to be stuck in ZWO environment. Now this is ZWO guide, scope, main camera, and focuser, but I have Touptek cameras. I have SV Bony cameras. And I didn't want to just buy ZWO. There are other devices out there that I wanted to use. So StellaVita allows you to have, I didn't want to be stuck with ZWO mounts. Now I do have the AM5N. I have the Huawei 17. I have the Skywatcher GTI. I have the iOptron Gem 28. And it will accept those mounts on this controller. So the field is open to what devices, again, guide, scope, cameras, mounts, electronic filter wheels. You're not limited to what devices that you're allowed to use. So again, I just wanted to put this out. It's longer than I really wanted to make it. I hope I said something that has been informative. Please give me a like. Please leave your comments. Maybe you can tell me what I can do, both in the video and in the description. If you have any questions, please leave your questions. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to support the channel. I just want to say thank you to the people who have subscribed, helping me to build the channel. And of course, I'm not going to even bring up sponsorship because this is a new channel. I don't really have sponsorship. Everything that I put on my videos, I purchased. So these are my reviews on things that I have purchased. So today is a cloudy day, and I put out a video about cloudy days and what do you do on a cloudy day. So you're welcome to watch that those videos. And again, I just hope where you are, you're getting clear skies. For the beginner, I hope that you're settling in. You're really getting to know the hobby. This is my second year, 2 years into the hobby. I'm still excited. I'm motivated. I'm really looking forward to the next release. I think the next device release should be a electronic automatic polar alignment device that doesn't cost $8,000, Lord Jesus, or $1,000. They should be able to make a device that I can put underneath my mount that will automatically polar align my telescope when I turn it on. I shouldn't have to fool around with polar alignment anymore with all the new advances. And I shouldn't have to pay $8,000 or $5,000 for a polar alignment device. Come on, that's insane. Even when you says 3D printing it, I know your labor cost, I know materials cost, but come on, man, $2,000 for a polar alignment device, that's unheard of. It should be something budget friendly. Budget friendly, you're going to make a lot of money. You're going to make as much money as if you try to sell it for $10,000 a piece, if not more. So again, clear skies.